Okay, welcome back. This is video 2 of the MOOC series on how to make a class gradebook in Excel. So now we're going to talk about cells, sheets, labels, and values. If you go to the bottom of your worksheet, it is important to realize which sheet you are working on. I created 7 different sheets here. So each of these tabs represents a sheet. And they all have different information on them. And so if I need to create a new sheet, what I do is I come to this little plus icon, and you'll see the insert sheet pops up automatically. So if I click on this, it gives me a new sheet. And if I need to relabel this sheet, I simply click on it, do a double click, and it highlights it for me. And then I can change it to, for this sake, rename. And then when I click off of it, now I have a new sheet called rename. And that's how you make a new one. And if you want to delete it, you right click and hit delete, or you can also move and copy them. And this little icon will appear. To delete selected sheets, press OK. We're just going to press OK. Okay, the grid that now appears on your screen is known as a workbook. This grid is divided into cells, and each cell, these are cells, each cell has a different coordinate. The first cell, for example, is labeled A1, and that is because the cell is in the first column, A, and the first row, 1, so it's A1. There are 2 ways to find out which cell you're in. The first is to pay attention to the active field cell. That's this right here. This is your active field cell. So whichever field or whichever cell you've clicked in, it shows up here. So for instance, right now I've selected C1, and C1 shows up here. And the other, obviously, is to notice which cell has a barrier around it or border around it. And that's the other way to tell which cell that you are currently working in. All labels, usually letters, are by default assigned to the left when entered into any cell. So if I want to create a label here, and I want to call it, let's just say label, whoops, let's spell it right. You'll see that it is automatically aligned to the left. Numbers, by default, are assigned to the right. So if I entered 9, and in here you see it automatically aligns it to the right. Now, if I want to insert a number as a label, I need to put an apostrophe immediately before the numbers. So for instance, the same thing, I typed in 9 there, but here I'm going to put apostrophe 9. And when I come off, you'll see it is stayed to the left. Therefore, it is reading it as a label, not as a number. And that is very important. That's the end of video 2. We will see you in video 3.